Hello, my name is Ilana Lydia, and I'm the Artistic Director of B3 Theater. So far, you've seen our bold monologues, our brazen monologues, and today you'll be seeing our brilliant monologues. We hope that you enjoy the show, and thank you so much for joining us.
You're awake, Max. Your baby blues are open. You're back. How do you feel? Oh, you can breathe on your own now. Oh, I must look terrible. Oh. Well, say something. What? Oh, no. They asked that I shut your vocal box so your energy could target your healing. We'll have it turned back on. Oh, no, we can't. New regulations. Max, breathe. In through your nose, out through your mouth. That's better. I'll speak to our Lord tomorrow first thing. Yeah. Are you hungry? Do you want to sit up? Okay. Baby steps. Hold my hand. It's okay. I'm encased and you're disinfected. We have a son. 9436 1.3 takes after you. He's self-schooling now. I'm a food prep essential. We're peasants. Oh, don't be angry. We're all peasants. It just means those without vaccinations. Yeah, oh boy. They could just call us serfs. This is home now. I know I loved our apartment too, but it became very clear that the bank owned it. I made a pretty penny when we sold it. 10%. Honestly, I tried everything, but we just couldn't afford the taxes anymore. So I moved us underneath to this compartment. It's quite homey. Did you know that the nobles run the banks? They work for the Sky King up top, who did say that there could be spontaneous remissions, and here you are. You're back. Oh, you'll love this. At the closing, the Lord said, "Peasants make me think of pheasants." I've got a picture book of pheasants and a jigsaw puzzle, whatever that is. I call our books the writing on the wall because we use them for insulation. Yeah. Do you feel strong enough to eat something? We have to get your strength back. I admit all these years I've gotten my strength from you, lying here. What would Max say? And we're doing okay. Yeah. How about a simple chocolate square? It was a gift from your second bout. That kind of tastes like that piece that I found when I surfaced that time when I was 9. Silky, sweet smoothness. No, that wasn't me. That was Grandma. Must be another genetic sense memory. Yeah, nowadays everything is chocolate flavored. You could call it a rose and it would taste as sweet. That's from something. Bathroom? No. Nothing's what they say anymore. Oh, don't cry. At least we live in a democracy. We still have our voices. Well, You remember how we used to think we could be David and slay the giant that stood in our way? Well, all the peasants identified with David, so together they created a gigantic David until they tried to slay their own real personal giants who magically popped up. They really thought they could do it. Oh, they thought they could do it. Oh, yeah. The gigantic David is smaller than ever now. It's all an illusion. But you knew that. Oh, no. Don't close your eyes. Oh, Max. Max. We can be like the David. We can be like the original David. We can fight for all of us. Max, open your eyes, please. Max! Will I have to do this all alone? Oh. Oh. I didn't even get to tell you. You lost your job.
The thing you need to understand about my wife, the reason that she's such a rare person is that she's an incredibly nice person. She hates it when people say that because it makes her feel like a wimp. But even though she may resent that label, she's still stuck with the quality. You know what I mean? See, Joni is nice the way that Mozart wrote a few tunes. Joni thinks that she can ward off all human disasters if she just writes enough thank you notes. She's not a mean bone in her body, not a molecule of spite. Here's the thing. Even though she's a good person, I can't help but be mean to her. And I love her. I do. But sometimes I feel like being this complete shit, which I can understand how she copes with all that, and I really appreciate that. What can I say? I'm not nice. The other thing you need to understand about all this, it's not that I don't like kids. I do. Walking in the park, I see some father scraping bubble gum off the bottom of his little girl's shoe. I get all teared up inside. I do. Here's the thing. I like kids. In the abstract. When I have a kid, he's not going to live in the abstract. He's going to be right here in my apartment. Which, let's face it, it's already chock full of one husband, one wife, 8 years worth of furniture, and enough electronic tchotchkes to start up a crazy Yetis. We're not talking about the cosmic wonder of creation here. We are talking about a Manhattan real estate problem, which is probably the single reason why the very notion of what? Engendering an offspring has always been such a hazy concept. We'll take sperm. Sure. We've all heard of them. But has anybody actually seen one? See, sperm cells to me are like nuclear missiles. We know they're out there, somewhere, lurking. We know they can cause us serious unpleasantness. So we just try not to think about them. Pray to God they're not fired off with serious intent. Bang!
Well, Mom sent out the holiday card / family update again. Get this. This year has been a great one for our family. I still enjoy teaching at the middle school, and Wade is trying to keep busy in retirement. He's joined a pickleball league and has lost 15 pounds. Our oldest son, Cliff, who will be 46, is taking a break from work to find his passion. Logan, our middle child, is thriving at his job and development, and his new fiancée is planning surprise trips for them on the weekends. Our baby Jennifer was promoted once again. Her and her husband are so career-focused that there's no grandchildren anytime soon. But Wade and I are hopeful. The dog is great, the house is great, the friends are great. Great, great, great. Let me translate this for you. Mom is still working, but she's miserable. These millennial parents think rules don't apply to them or their kids. And Dad's retirement just means he sleeps all the time. She did sign him up for a pickleball league, and I think he went once. But now he just hides out at the Dunkin' Donuts for 2 hours every Monday. I have no idea why she thinks he lost weight. And my oldest brother, his break is because he's been in prison for 7 months on felony theft. My other brother's career in development is really construction, and he's been fired like 5 times because he can't show up on time. Now, he is engaged to the girlfriend, so I guess technically she's the new fiancée, but why she would marry him after he's been married and divorced 3 times is beyond me. And then it brings you to me, the baby. Yes, I got promoted. Yes, I had a great husband. But what she failed to mention in here, because she claims this was printed back in October, is that at 40 years old, I am going through the biggest midlife crisis. You have no idea. I have left my job, I've left my husband, and I left my by-the-book life 2 months ago. So now I live here in San Francisco with my new girlfriend, Lori. We went and got nose rings together yesterday. And I will pursue my dream of being a writer until I run out of money. So if Mom wants to pretend that we're the Cleavers for the next 11 months, that's okay. I just wonder what she's going to write about next year to make this unusual situation seem typical.
Oh, how absolutely Marxist of you, Burley. That's charming. But honestly now, this is the good life, isn't it? What more could I want? What could I possibly want? How could there be more than this? What else is there? A normal life, really? If I had to live without being Frog Woman, with a different mouth and shorter legs, well, I suppose I'd see what they say some people see. Something resembling one of those lives they show on TV with the people who are sad or frustrated or eating in those not-so-fine restaurants. Even eating in their own kitchens. What's that like? Oh, but wait! There's more. What a paycheck looks like. Oh, what it's like to wait in line. What if I had a perspective, the way they say some people do when they don't get what they want, and they live in abject misery, and yet occasionally get glimpses of things like grace, compassion, spontaneous realization of things. And what if instead of the constant soundtrack of my life playing, there were some wonderful, dreadful silence. Oh, Burley. You know, sometimes I don't think it's worth it anymore. feel positively delicious.
Please, officer, don't take another step unless you can answer me. Would you do CPR if you needed to today? Would it depend on who it was? Would it have to be a prince like Charles or Tom Hanks? I would love to meet Tom, but I'd have to get my hair cut first. It's 3 weeks since we're stuck inside, and that's why Bobby went down to the beach with his school friends. Social distancing all the way, like those polar bears moping along in the Arctic. At least those bears don't have the virus. Just climate change. Did you know the government is making us more polluted again? Step back. I promise I won't jump. It affects the elders, you know. In Spain, they're taking them off the ventilators. That poor man crying on tape. 65 and you're done. Bobby's grandmother, 80, says, "It's bad. Everything's bad with that woman." Which bad, Mom? The prices in the supermarket or the deaths from the virus? I wish our bads had a color code. Reds, blues, yellows. The red states still think this is a hoax when they line up to get into the hospital. I want someone there asking, "Are you a Republican or a Democrat? You can only get a ventilator if you believe in science, if you've been made to beg." I'm okay. I'm okay. Do you mind if I take off my mask? They don't tell you it makes your glasses fog up. That'd be a good virus tip. How to wear a mask so you can find people. They went down to the ocean. It's been warm. And one went in, and when his head didn't pop up, Bobby went in after to save him. My hero son. This would be a red bad. Get back. You probably have the virus all over you. Did any of you show up so you could jump in and find them? It affects the young too, you know. The virus, it affects all of us. So that doesn't make my 911 call any less important. I'm not coming off this pier, so get over it. You remember that tsunami back in Thailand, was it? I remember hearing there was this old man who saw the water go out and rush back in. It took his son. And every day after, he stood at the beach waiting for another wave to bring his son back. Would you have jumped in last night? Would you have given him CPR? Because I don't think I'd be here tonight if you'd been here last night. You gotta take care of your heroes because you never know who they're going to be. Like you don't know who the virus will hit. You still think I'm gonna jump in? I'm not gonna be responsible for making another hero. You're nice. Even though you probably think I'm nuts. But no. I jump in. Now who's gonna wait for him?
Formality, yes, the proper. I agree, it's nonsense. This psychology of crime, these methods, they're a bit ridiculous. I mean, if you stick too closely to the form, they're useless. After all, investigation is, in its own way, a free art, you know? Specific crimes, individual cases, certain criminals. In one case, say, for example, I arrest the man right away. Snap. All done. In another, perhaps, I let him wander around a bit, go where he likes, for evidence. You see, that's the key, chains of evidence. The more he wanders, the more I get. It's simple arithmetic. Yes, just let him wander around the city, no worrying. Don't scare him or let him think he's a suspect. Just as long as I make sure he knows that I know. That each and every day, each moment, every move, every whisper, step, each stone he kicks or pebble as he strolls along the street, every tavern or empty flat he wanders into late at night, I am watching. I know. Day and night, continual terror, anxiety, he's bound to, has to lose his head. It's delightful. Oh, and especially, you know, one of these cultivated, intelligent, educated men. Men with ideas and all that. One of us, right? Like us, our sort. He'll worry himself to death with thinking. And then he'll wander his way in here and I can simply swallow him up. Gulp. It's delightful.
Why do you keep asking me if I'm a small? I'm a medium. Do I look like a hobbit to you? I mean, look at me. I've got very broad shoulders, alright? Like, broad shoulders. Yes, I know that the last time you bought me a shirt, it was a small, and it was too big on me. It was supposed to be that way. That is the design of how the company makes that style shirt. And anyway, there are other companies that I can order a shirt and be a large. Like that coat that I bought that you made fun of me for. That was the style of the coat. It was baggy. Well, it was rather large. Why did I buy a coat so big? Honey, do I suffer from Napoleon disease? I mean, Not a big case, but like a small case, you know? Well, I'm 5'11", so I'm no Napoleon, but like, what? I am 5'11". I am not 5'9". Listen, the last time we measured, we were in an old house with crooked flooring. Your mother's house still has the same flooring from 1910. It's all lopsided, and everyone's heights fluctuates depending on where they're standing. I mean, take your Uncle Toby for example. He's what, 2'2"? And in the kitchen, he was looking down at me. And then in the living room, he was down at my knees. That's not fair. Okay, you know what? Fine, I'm 5'10", whatever. And I know I am no less than 5'10". I swear on my life on that. And you know what? That's still a good height for a guy. So, like, I'm not complaining. I'll give you the extra inch. Just please. Most shirts fit me as a medium. So please, get me a medium.
Hi. Hey, hi. Wow. Right. Nice place. Yeah, nice theater. Good vibes. Yowza me, yes sirree. Toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat. Now, let's see here. For my, can you hear me? Can you? No? Yes? You're out there, right? Cool. Okay, so we're all here. Well, I mean, you're there and I'm here, so we're all, forget it. Let's see, audition. Raw, get that part. Okay. My name is, shit, I forgot my name. Right, this. This would be construed as craziness. My name is, I forgot my name. My stage name. See, I was gonna use my new stage name for this audition, for luck. It was really, look, what do you care, right? My human world name is Mary Titfer. Titfer, you got it? Good-o. Okay. Can you hear me? All the way back? Loud and clear, Captain Marvel? A-okay. Now, one more introduction and we're underway. The small person on my leash is my cat Tat. My cat Tat. You get it? Tit for tat. Right. You got it. Yeah. Hey! We're waking up here. We're demonstrating consciousness. Okay. Now, you, the Imperial you, have a part. I, Titfer, need a part.
It's a dance I've known since the first time I saw my reflection in my father's eyes. My partners have been princes and starving artists, Greek gods and clowns, and every one of them certain that they lead.
But it's my dance. I make the first move, which is no move at all. I've always just understood that they would find themselves in front of me. Primitive, beautiful animals. Their bodies responding to the inevitability of it all. It's my dance, and I have performed it with finesse and abandon, with countless partners, only the faces have changed. And all this time, I never suspected that the night would come when the dance would end.
Hello everyone, my name is JP Clemente and I am the Associate Artistic Director of B3 Theater. On behalf of the company, we would like to extend our gratitude to every artist that participated in this project, A Night of Monologues. To the actors, thank you for presenting us your bold, brazen, and brilliant work. To the design team who continue to push boundaries in creating live theater in a virtual environment. And to you, our audience, for your passion for theater and your continual support of B3 Theater. Artist, art, and audience, there's no separation. We as a whole are B3 Theater. Thank you.